Are you tired of doing all the hard work from dieting just to lose it in one day because you're craving sweets? Well, stay tuned. I'm going to show you exactly how you can start curbing those sweet cravings and still lose weight. Hey, in case you don't know me, my name is Jason Chaney, and that's what we're going to dig into today. So one of the things that I always see a lot, and a lot of people always ask me is like, hey, how do you curb your sweet tooth cravings? And for me, I'm going to be honest with you, I naturally don't like a lot of sweet foods. I'm more of a spicy guy myself. Like I like to tell people, I was born Mexican in a past life, and it just stuck with me to this life also. But one of the ways that you can start actually curbing your sweet tooth cravings is very simple, and it's a real easy way that I like to teach clients to do it, and it's by your diet. So one of the things that if you're not familiar with, because I definitely I'm dealing with mental health issues, a lot of that. I've done a lot of studying about things to do, especially how to start training the brain, how to change the brain, and how to start just thinking differently, and how to change our patterns and behaviors. So that's one of the things that I really like to dig deep into. And when I started doing this about 4 years ago, one of the things that came to my attention, thanks to my wife, because she was a clinical social worker, she was telling me about these niacin trials. And so I started reading up in them. I'm like, niacin, because they were using it to help people that was having alcoholic problems and different substance abuse problems, and there was several doctors using it. So as I started researching the stuff and started learning more about it, I found out that niacin is actually in one of our most common based foods, but depending on what type of diet lifestyle you're doing, you're most likely missing it, especially if you're eating the standard American diet, which is a high saturated fat diet. And it actually cuts out a lot of the supercharged foods that we need each and every day to be healthier. So one of the things that you can do when you start having these sweet tooth cravings is eat food. Now, what I mean by this is I want you to eat a very specific food. Eat potatoes. Now, this may sound weird. You're telling me to eat carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are bad, Jason. Carbohydrates are not bad. And this is one of the reasons why. Potatoes naturally are high in niacin. It is the easiest way to get it within the plant kingdom, and it's very affordable, and it's a lot cheaper than buying supplements. And one of the problems with supplements, like I tell people, you don't know what they're actually putting in there. There was a few years ago where there was a real well-known supplement company that was in New York, and they found out that when they did a chemical analysis of the supplements, it was less than 1% of what they advertised on the label was actually in the pill bottle. Some of the other things that they did find was like sawdust. So be very careful when you're using supplements, and this is why I like to teach people, just get it from the natural food. If you can get it from the natural foods, why go waste money on overpriced supplements that's just taking one derivative out of something when we can get the whole other compounds? And so one of the reasons why I say potatoes is if you're having the sweet tooth cravings, what you do, go ahead and start eating some potatoes. So you can eat French fries, mashed potatoes, scalloped potatoes, boiled potatoes, however you want them. Like, don't be afraid to eat potatoes, and don't just sit and look at a potato and be like, okay, what do I do with this? How do you normally eat potatoes? Eat them the same way. If you like to do French fries, get an air fryer and just fry them in an air fryer. I love to make air fried potato wedges. They taste great, have a nice crunch to them, and you feel great after you eat them because you're not feeling weighed down from all the extra oil and things like that. I love making mashed potatoes still. I like to use either coconut cream because it gives a whole fatty taste to it, or then I also like to use avocado cream sauce that I make, where I just take some really ripe avocados, season it, blend it up, make it into a little creamy sauce with some nutritional yeast, and I just add that and whip it into the potatoes, and it tastes amazing. But this is one of the things that you're getting. Not only are you going to get niacin from it, and remember, I like to use the CPC approach, which is the common sense principle of correlation, because I've saw the correlation of niacin helping people with addictions such as alcoholism and other substance abuse issues. Why wouldn't it be able to help with the addiction of sweets? And at the end of the day, the sweets are doing a chemical change to our brain. So instead of saying, oh, well, these people are drug addicts and stuff like that, like, we all have issues. We all are having issues, and there's something chemically changing the brain. So let's approach it from the same principle. And so by doing niacin, you're also, with potatoes, you're also getting 3 other compounds that are really great for brain health. You're getting magnesium, you're getting selenium, you're getting copper, you're getting zinc, you're getting phosphorus. You're getting all of these things in just eating one potato. And so if you could lose weight by actually eating potatoes, be happier, and curb your sweet tooth at the same time, why wouldn't you? So really think about it. Like, how many times have you had the sweet tooth cravings and you went to a potato? Any hands up? If you're willing to try something different, put your hand up. Start doing something different. If we keep approaching the problem the same way, we're never going to get a different result. So we have to start doing different things. And one of the sad parts is the food industry has been so compromised by money, by different three-letter agencies. Like, you have to start taking your health into your own hand. We have to start using more common sense principles. We have to start seeing that if we're eating a high saturated fat diet, and majority of us are suffering with obesity, overweight, other lifestyle related issues, maybe we need to start switching from that sad standard American diet and start switching to something that's going to give us life, something that's going to make us happy, something that's going to make us feel great and look great. And one of the ways to do that, I like to tell people, is by doing supercharged foods. And if you want to know more about information about supercharged foods, the supercharged food pyramid that I put together, just click the link up above or below, depending where it is on your screen, and you can join the free Facebook group where I go in there. I actually share with you different meals that I eat, so you can start seeing, like, Jason do not eat salads. I barely eat salads. Last week I made oyster fried mushrooms. I made a little banh mi sandwich, little sliders. Yesterday I just had it simple with some chickpeas with mixed vegetables and coconut shreds. And with some on top of a bed of rice. Like, this is how simple it is to actually supercharge your life, supercharge your health, and still lose weight while you're eating great foods. Look, I didn't get to over 550 plus pounds because I didn't like to eat. I still like to eat. I just now eat the supercharged food, so I don't have to worry ever again about getting 550 plus pounds. The only thing that I worry about now is, man, can I eat enough? Because usually I just like to eat. And you can have it too. So don't beat yourself up. Don't give yourself, a lot of times we have that internal dialogue where we're just beating ourselves down because, oh, I ate this ice cream. Oh, I ate this. Try a different approach. So just try it out. If you've never done this before, give it a shot. Worst case, you tried it and you ate some potatoes. You did something real good for your brain health because you started getting niacin in. You started getting selenium in. You started getting copper, zinc, manganese, magnesium. All of these things that are very crucial and important to actual good brain health. So I hope that was helpful for you. If you like this content, make sure you hit the like button. Also hit subscribe. Share if you know someone who could benefit from this, especially if they're, we all know that that sweet tooth junkie out there. I have plenty of friends that are like that myself, and it's okay. So let's keep doing this as a community. Let's start helping one another. Let's all get to the health that we want together, because we can't do it alone. We need to be doing this together. And so I hope that was helpful for you. I hope you got a lot of value from this. And I wanted to give you just a quick, simple action step that you can do each and every day. Because I don't believe in being healthy have to be hard. Health is wealth, and you deserve to be the healthiest you possible. So just, again, click the link up above or below. See you inside the actual Facebook group of real people losing weight with a plant-based diet. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Stay supercharged.